Pumas beat the All Blacks. There's fireworks going off here, even in New Zealand, because the Pumas, first time in their history, have gotten the job done over the All Blacks. 25 points to 15 over there in Australia in the Tri Nations 2020. Hell of a result, and I will say, first and foremost, massive congratulations to the Pumas and Argentinian fans, because that is a massive one, and there'll never be a game like that again. There's never anything quite like that first victory that you ever get. That's history making. I will go over some of the key moments, the stats, and some thoughts on the game, and you guys can let me know your thoughts as well in the comments. To be fair, the Argentinians got things off to a pretty quick run. They took a drop goal attempt pretty early, so their statement of intent was there to be seen. They missed it, not by a lot, but yeah, they were attacking early, and it's one where you thought maybe the Argentinians are going to come out with a real fire and brimstone, and then maybe over the course of the game they'll start to tire. They haven't had the matches that the All Blacks guys have had, and the script tends to be the All Blacks over the final 20 minutes will come back. Not this time. Not even close. The All Blacks did manage to go like 5+ phases, but the Pumas ended up winning a penalty. There were some handbags between Frizzell and Marcos Crema, and the ref had to kind of settle them down. Interestingly, and it seems like such a key moment now at the end of the game, but Pablo Matera basically said to the ref, when the ref was giving him a bit of a lecture, he pointed to the badge on his jersey and said, "I'm playing for my country. I can't have guys pushing my guy in the face," as the fireworks go off in the background here. And yeah, there's no better example of guys playing their hearts out for their country than the Pumas guys in this game. The Pumas take the 3 points, and it's 3-0. Early lead to the Pumas. New Zealand get a line out about 6 meters out from the Argentinian line. Their defense manages to hold, but they concede a penalty in the doing so. New Zealand take the 3, and it's 3 points apiece after about 11 minutes. The Argentinians' defense, and it was maybe again a sign of the way the game was going to go. On 15 minutes, it was pretty good in their own 22. They managed to get a turnover, and then in return, they go 16 phases. They get advantage in the All Blacks half, an attacking zone. Sanchez, with the advantage, has a roll of the dice. Why not, man? You got advantage. He does a little chip and chase. The All Blacks defense is kind of at 6s and 7s. The ball bounces good enough for Sanchez. He regathers, and he goes over for a try. So all of a sudden, it's 10 points to 3. The Argentinians back in front. They've started really well. Absolutely. And as I said, this is maybe to be expected. These guys haven't had a proper test match since the World Cup, which was disappointing. And man, what a hell of a turnaround, because I was among those who kind of questioned some of Mario Ledesma's selections and whatnot at the World Cup. It was great to see guys like Imhoff and co back for this one. 22 minutes, Argentina concede a penalty, but it gets reversed because Dane Coles, he gets penalised for slapping the Argentinian guy. I saw the replay. I wouldn't hardly call that a slap. But if any AB's fans are going to get there and complain about the ref, I would say, man, if you put your hands in the face of an opposition player, you put yourself in the position to get penalised. Is it a tough one? Was it a real slap? Probably not. Is Dane Coles a bit of a grub with a reputation for that? Definitely. So if Dane Coles has got his arms near somebody's face, he's going to get penalised. I'm pretty sure if Thomas Lavanini did the same thing, he would get penalised. Not that he was playing, but you know what I mean. Guys get a certain reputation, and yeah, that was that. So yeah, the penalty gets reversed. But from that penalty, Argentina actually missed the kick anyway, so the All Blacks don't concede any points. 25 minutes, to be fair, the ref gives Sam Cane a warning, and he says, your guys' discipline is starting to really lack, because Jordy Barrett, on a follow-up from a kick, has kind of clattered into the Argentinian guy after he's already gotten rid of the ball. It's a bit of a follow-through, like only a real minor one. It's the kind of stuff that you can see not blown up. But given the All Blacks have conceded a few penalties, the ref says, no, he's not having any more of that. Argentina kicked the penalty, and It's 13 points to 3. 10-point lead for the Argentinians. Ref was being strict, and as a team, you need to adjust. Definitely. To be fair, at that point, I thought there was going to be yellow cards, but there were no yellow cards. And to be fair, I thought the Argentinians had blown it not too long later because they had the momentum. They were winning the penalties. They managed to get a big line break through, I think it was Cubelli, was it, and Moroni? They ended up getting the ball to Imhoff. They had kind of a 2-on-1 opportunity, and all they needed to do was just time their passes better, and they would have had a try for all money. But Aaron Smith there with a try-saving tackle on Imhoff. They go through some phases, but Matera gets held up over the line. They end up winning a penalty advantage. They take 3 to make it 16 points to 3. But at that point, I'm thinking that's a terrible mistake. I'm thinking you've got the All Blacks on the ropes. You need to really twist that knife and go for the 7. But they decided kind of caution was the better part of valor, took the safe 3, and I mean, damn, I'm not complaining. It paid off for them, didn't it? So 16 points to 3. All Blacks get a chance right before halftime. And if there's a game where you would have to say All Blacks errors were pretty costly, like some days you can give away mistakes and not really pay for it too much. This was not that game. The Argentinians weren't giving an inch. Mo'unga's got a kick for touch, but he kicks it dead. So the chance is lost. And we go into the sheds at halftime with the Argentinians having a 13-point lead. The All Blacks are still favourites with the bookies at that point. I was checking at halftime. Possession is 48-52. Territory is 47-53 in favour of the Pumas. There's only been 3 knock-ons in the whole half, so pretty good handling. There's been bugger all scrums. All Blacks did concede a scrum penalty in that first half. Tackling percentage, the All Blacks are at 91. The Pumas are at 88, so really both sides defensively are keeping things pretty quiet. It was kind of that helter-skelter try from Sanchez that managed to break things open. Penalties conceded is 8-5 with the All Blacks on 8. It's not a massive difference, but it's still more penalties if you want to have a moan about the ref. But you have to say All Black discipline maybe a bit on the lax side. Again, adjust your game to the ref, right? It's the way rugby works. Turnovers conceded also a bit concerning for the All Blacks, 6-3. So double the turnovers conceded. If you're wanting to point fingers, that's maybe one area to look at. Second half, and the All Blacks knock it on early. Again, it's just not a good look. I think they concede another scrum penalty, and it's just worrying signs that the All Blacks aren't quite at their level, and the Argentinians are playing with real fire in the belly. 46 minutes, the Pumas get a maul going, they get advantage, and they manage to go a good 10-15 meters up into the All Blacks 22 before they get put into touch. The ref goes back for the advantage. That's one where I could see maybe the ref saying the advantage was over, but he goes back for it, and it's 19 points to 3. To be fair, refs don't usually blow up the advantage unless it goes for miles. So it would have been on the borderline, but it's 19-3 to the Pumas. However, the All Blacks seemingly maybe going to turn a corner with Sam Cane's try on 52 minutes. It's from a maul, and it's just too easy, man. It's like the first real chance of the All Blacks down in the Pumas 22, and that the maul has hardly got any resistance to it at all. So at that point, suddenly it's a great conversion from Mo'unga. It's 19 points to 10, and it's looking like regular service is definitely going to resume. The All Blacks are finally going to start cutting out the errors. They're going to kick up a notch. Maybe the Argentinians without all the matches are going to start to get tired, and the All Blacks will bring it back. 55 minutes. Caleb Clark marks the ball on his own 22, and his kick's not a very good one. Not the best. He's not on the team for his kicking. And Sanchez, not long later, manages to kick a penalty for the Argentinians to take it beyond that 9-point margin. So it's 22 points to 10. On the hour, the All Blacks have a really good attacking line-out chance, and they bugger up the line-out. So it's a missed chance. 65 minutes, the All Blacks are on attack. Rico's got a man outside him, but before he can pass, he ends up just kind of fumbling it and knocking it on. Under immense pressure from the Argentinian defenders, you say. They're really, really closing him down. All Blacks go heaps of phases, and this is from the next play, and it's like the last 15 minutes. You get the feeling the Argentinian guys are in kind of let's hold on to this lead mode. Anytime they get the ball, they just kick it down the other end of the field. They're not looking to build any play. They're just looking to exit and reset and keep tackling. They're not getting tired. They're not getting tired. I got sent on Twitter the fitness video that these guys were doing at home during lockdown in Argentina. These guys were keeping fit, despite the fact they had no games. 72 minutes, there's a big All Black scrum. So Tutu comes off the back of the scrum. He tries to pass the D-Mac out on the right wing. Just goes into touch. All Blacks execution, if I say piss poor, I'm probably putting it pretty mildly, to be honest. 74 minutes, and it's a telling sign for the All Blacks. They get a penalty, and they've had a fair few penalties because they've had the Argentinians under a fair bit of pressure. And it's kind of centre field in the Argentinian 22. They tap it. It's almost like the All Blacks are putting up the idea that, no, we've got no plan. That's it. Like, it wasn't a quick tap either with the Argentinian defence caught unawares. It was, we can't do this, seemingly. I don't know. It just felt like a moment. If you've got a plan, a scrum move, or I know you want to save time. Maybe that's the only thing I can say for it. You don't want to wait for a scrum to be set, but at least go for a line out. Come on. But nope. They tap it, and sure enough, like a phase or two later, the Argentinians win a penalty at the breakdown. All Blacks out of ideas. 78 minutes is when the game is officially over because Sanchez kicks a huge penalty. Like, I know Boffelli is usually the guy with the range. He's not playing in this game, so Sanchez takes the kick. 25 points to 10. If you wanted to say there's a moment where a guy did it for his country, it's that penalty. Like, he's not usually the range guy, but that was a massive kick. And that takes it up to 15 points. There's no way the All Blacks are coming back from there. Clark does get a consolation try on like 80 or 81 minutes at the end with the All Blacks going through a bunch of phases, but it's too little too late. Missed the conversion. 25 points to 15. The Argentinians didn't get tired. The All Blacks seemingly ran out of ideas. Discipline was poor with a strict ref, but penalty count finishes 10-8, so not that much different. Finishes pretty tight in the end, to be honest. Run meters 126 to the All Blacks, 246 to the Pumas. Just doing more with the ball. Possession 55% to the Pumas, 45 to the All Blacks. Same with territory, pretty much within a percent of it. All Blacks tackling percentage 92, Pumas 89. Both sides defensively pretty sound. Most points coming from the boot for the Pumas. Again, speaking to the discipline, All Blacks concede 10 penalties and the Pumas kick 6. So you can't be doing that. Offloads, the All Blacks tried their hand 8-3, but their turnovers conceded 9-3. Coughing up too much pill, too many errors. The Pumas were organised and slick and fast up off their defensive line, putting the All Blacks guys under pressure, and they didn't have an answer for it, man. Lomax had 12 from 12 tackles in a good defensive effort, but there wasn't really anybody who set the world alight offensively. Bruni, the number 8, had 41 run meters. Kubeli had 40. He had a clean break and a defender beaten. Yeah, man. History-making performance from the Pumas. What can I say? It was a massive, massive shift from them. It was a pretty concerning All Blacks performance that, I know they were under pressure, but man, they were making errors. Previous All Blacks teams under immense pressure still find a way to get it done. Not this side. That's 2 losses in a row, which is a pretty rare occurrence for the All Blacks. It's a first ever loss to Argentina. So I will say it again. Congratulations to Mario Ledesma, Pablo Matera, and his boys. Nico Sanchez for scoring a ton of points. A hell of a performance. Ian Foster switched back to what was supposed to be his strongest team that gave Australia a record defeat only a few weeks ago. They lost to Argentina. So, yeah. Crazy one. I'm glad I saw it. It's history making. It's only a few years ago that we saw Ireland get their first win over the All Blacks. And now it's Argentina. Who will be the next team? Who knows? But today is all about Argentina. If you are in Argentina, congratulations. Take care of yourself. Don't party too hard after that one. And, yeah, All Blacks fans, how are you feeling after that one? But, yeah. You guys let me know your thoughts. And, yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.